this YouTube channel. Mr. Judo welcomes you all to Think at this YouTube TV. Hi, I'm Bobby. I'm back again with a new concept today. Today, I'm going to explain the logic behind the calculator, the advanced calculator. In the previous sessions, I have explained how to do a simple calculator. Now, I'm going to explain how to do an advanced calculator. Let's see a demo first. I'm opening Pickerly Scratch to show the demo. I click on the flag. In the last class, I have explained the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, I'll show how a greater than, a lesser than, and some trigonometric functions and some algebra expressions will be working on. Let us see that. So, I'm going to start. So, I'm going to enter first number as 12, second number as 13. And I want to know which number is the highest number. Is it 12 or 13? I'll use a greater symbol. And the 13 is the greater number. It gives a result. Let me check with the lesser than. I'll take 100 and I'll take 500 and check which is less. The answer is 100. Yes, the result is 100. 100 is less than 500. Let me check some sine angle. Enter the angle. I want 30, sine 30. Sine 30 is 0.5, it is half. It's true, I got right answer. Let me check with the cos. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Let's see what answer I get. It's 0.707. That's true. I got a right answer. Let me check tan 45. It's fun. Yes, my trigonometric functions are working great. Let me check the square root. Enter the number that need to be square root. Let's say I want the square root of number 16. Yes, 4 times 4 is 16, and there I got the answer as 4. Let me check a 10 square. What is the value of 10 square? So I have to enter the number where I have to give the power. Let's say 2. 10 times 2 is 10 times 10 is 100. Yes, 10 square is 100. I got the right answer. So let me check the log value. Let me check the log value of 100. So log value of 100 is 2. Let's see if I get the right answer or not. Yeah, I got the perfect answer. My advanced calculator is working. Yay, I can use this in my class. So before I use the simple calculator to solve the math test. So today also I'm going to explain that math test logic. How to do this math test. First, let us check how this math test works. So what is 7 plus 5? 7 in the mind, take 5 fingers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7 plus 5 is 12. My ma'am taught me this additions like this. So what is 8 minus 2? 8 minus 2 is 6. Yay, I got it. What is 8 times 3? 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are. Why do you worry? I made my calculator. Let me use the calculator. Let me use my 8 times 2 calculator. The first number is 8. The second number is 3. I have to multiply them. 8 times 3 is 24. Let me get a good score in my math test. Yes, I got 3 points. There's one more question. 8 by 7. What is 8 divided by 7? First number is 8. Second number is 7. And then I need to divide it. It is 1.14. My teacher told to round the answers. So I'm going to round 1.14 as 1. Yay, correct! I got 4 out of 4. I won in the math test because of making my simple calculator in Scratch. Thank you, Scratch. So let me start the journey for today. Today, I'm going to explain relational operators, math terms, advanced calculator, and today's math test, what I've just shown to you. Let's go on with the first topic, relational operators. So first, what is an operator? An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler, or an operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a certain mathematical or logical manipulations. Yeah, what the operator do? It tells the compiler, that means whoever is doing, to do the mathematical or logical manipulations. What is mathematical or what is logical? We will see those. But let me understand what is an operator. I'm an operator. Right now I'm operating my system. I'm an operator when I switch on my fan. I'm an operator when I drive the car. So I am myself as an operator. I'm working out with something. Similarly, they are numbers. The numbers which are operated one and other with combining with two numbers. So in the previous class, I explained the arithmetic operators. So this class, we're going to learn the relational operators. So what are the different types of operators we have? Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, and assignment operators. We have around 5 different operators. Let's see the symbols of that. So for the arithmetic operators, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus operator. Relational operators have less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to symbols. Logical operators have and, or, not. And bitwise operators are bitwise and, bitwise or, left shift, right shift, exponent, and complementary operators. These are the different operators we have. So today we will just learn about relational operators. So this is the symbol as less than, which has a small end at the left side and a big end at the right side, like mouth opening, like the dinosaur mouth opens. Okay, so that is a less than symbol. So let's see, I have 5 chocolates with me, and my brother have only 2 chocolates with him. And who is having a more number of chocolates? I am having more because I have 5 chocolates with me. So that 5 is more than 2. So, but they were asking it is less than. So 5 is not less, it is more. So the question here answer was given as wrong. So the answer is false. And this next symbol is greater than. Greater than. It is written like this, the opposite of the less than. So is 5 greater than 2? Yes. Obviously, I have more number of 5 is a more than 2. So 5 is greater than 2. It is a true. And less than or equal to. Less than or equal to. As it mentions, it have both the symbols. Either it can be equal or less. Let's say I have 5 chocolates. And even my brother also have 5 chocolates. What happens? Either it can be less than or equal to. If let's say he has eaten 1 chocolate. And he'll get only 4. So 4 is less than 2. So that is becomes true. 4 is greater than 2. So that will be false because here we are asking about less than. In the next question says greater than. So at that case, so 4 is greater than 2. It works. If we both ate the chocolates. So both are of us having only 4 chocolates. Then what happens? So 4 is equal to 4. And 4 is also less. So then what happens? It becomes a true. Okay. So either case, either greater than or equal to can be happening at that point. And the next operators are equal to operator, which where we are assigning one value to the other, which is false. 5 is not equal to 2, and the last one is not equal. Obviously, that is true. Where in the question itself it says not equal, and the answer says not equal, and it is true. This is the relational operator. So for any relational operators, we require 2 numbers to relate both of them. Okay. So let us see how these operators works in Scratch. So in the previous class, I have explained how to do these operators in Scratch. So let's see the same project. Let me see inside and the thing that is Scratch. And instead of this not operator, first I will go with the less than symbol. As we are learning this lesser than symbol, let me show the lesser than symbol. Okay, less, here it is. So let's say I have 100 paper notebook. Okay, and I'll say it's 100 less than 50, or my brother is smaller than me and he have a lesser pages notebook for his school, and let's see how much is it. Is it true or false? It's false. Let's check this and place in this if condition. Then what happens if I click on the flag? The castle gate is not opening because the answer is wrong. 100 is not less than 50. 100 is greater than 50. Let's see that. Is it going to be true or not? So I'm putting it 100. So 100 is greater than 50. It's true. I'll put this condition in the if loop and then click on the flag and this says it is true. Yes, the door will be open now. And this is equal to symbol. So I can enter, let's say here 40 and here also 40 makes the condition true. 40 is equal to 40. Instead of this condition, I'll put here. And then I'll check this. It works. It's true. And I just explained you about the not operator. If 40 is equal to 40 is true, then this operation, if I put in the not operator, that expression becomes false. For suppose, instead of this, this is a wrong statement. Yes, this is a false statement. 100 is less than 50. This is a false statement. If I put this false statement inside the not statement, this entire statement becomes true. Yes. Okay. So any false statement kept inside the non statement becomes true. Let's click on that. There we go. We got a tick mark. That means the condition is true. Whenever the condition is true, it goes into if loop. Whenever the condition is false, it goes into the else. Let's go back and check with the next part. Let me save. Okay. Second stop is math terms. So today we are going to learn some more math terms. What are those? What I want to teach math terms are trigonometry, basic trigonometry. So my ma'am in my school started teaching me trigonometry. I was very confused what my ma'am is teaching. She was giving us so many examples. Then I understood. Okay, first let me read the definition, then I'll explain in detail. So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics concerned with specific functions of angles and their application of calculations. So obviously it is a branch of maths we knew. But what type of math? It is dealing with functions. What functions? There are some functions, some 6 important functions. In the 3 are the base functions. So let's see what are those. The first one is a sine. It is written as sine and the symbol is sine. And cosine. Next is a tangent and cotangent and secant and cosecant. So total we have 6 functions to find out the angle in a right angle triangle. So this trigonometry is used to find out the angle in a right angle triangle and also to find out the sides of this right angle triangle. The sides of a right angle triangle are called adjacent side, opposite side and hypotenuse. Adjacent to this angle and opposite to this angle and hypotenuse is the slanting line for any of the right angle triangle. So when we calculated these values like sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, so this is a symbol of theta. So when we use this theta symbol, so then we can calculate these values with these formulas. And after calculating, we get this as the answer. If sine is 0, I get the answer is 0. If it is sine 30, I get half. How? Like opposite side by hypotenuse. Like opposite side is 1 and hypotenuse is 2 and get by 1 by 2 is the answer. Like that. Okay. So like this, we get the values of sine theta, cos theta, like what is sine 90, what is tan 45, what is cot 45, what is secant 60. So instead of remembering all these equations and formulas, I have made this as simple as to use the calculator, the advanced calculator, then scratch. So, but where we will be using this trigonometry? We will be using this trigonometry to either find out the height of a big tall buildings or the height of a tree or a height of the house or the height of the glacier or the height of an Eiffel Tower. So there are so many things to find out the height and also distance of how much you are measuring. So here a person at the place of Eiffel Tower is measuring at the angle of 30. So instead, then he can find the height. But still, if this person is moving at this particular point, and let's say that angle is 45, but still he can find the height of the Eiffel Tower, but the hypotenuse and the adjacent values will be changing because the angle changes to 45. Okay, so depends on these angles and heights. Many engineers will be using their trigonometry a lot to find out the distances and to calculate the angle. And the next math term I want to explain today is the square root. So what is a square root? So when a square root is like when a number is multiplied by itself, it gives its original number. So for example, so I have taken a 9. What's the square root of 9? So how will I get the square root of 9? To get the square root of 9, I need to multiply 3 times 3. The same number is multiplied twice. 3 times 3 is 9. So the square root of 9 is, so it is 3 because it is multiplied 2 times. Square root, square 2 times. So square root of 9 is 3. Then the symbol of square root will be written like this. A downward arrow and upward arrow and a sleeping line. So there are some more example like square root of 16 is 4. Why? So 4 times 4 is 16. So we are multiplying 4 2 times and it's a value of 16. And 81. So what is the square root of 81? It is 9 because 9 times 9 is 81. But still, we learned square root, but where will we use this? Then I heard my mom speaking about the house we are going to purchase. So then she was telling that house is of 625 square feet. Then I understood, okay, this is something related to square root. The square root, square feet, somewhat related. And then I checked in the calculator. So how many times I get for 625? So what is the square root of 625? Then I used my advanced calculator to get the answer. So then I got 25. Okay, 25 times 25 is the square root of 625. Then I understood, okay, my house, which my mom is going to be purchasing, it will be of a square shape and it will be looking like this with my hall, bedroom, kitchen and everything, which fits in the 625 square feet. So in order to understand the value, I got, okay, that is 25 times 25 is 625 square feet. Next, we will learn another math term is logarithm. So what is a logarithm? A logarithm is the power to which a number must be raised in order to get some other number. Again, it was very confusion. My teacher who taught our chemistry, she told to open logarithmic tables book. It looks like this. It has so many numbers, so many 4-digit number, decimal numbers, and I got very confused. And whatever she says, okay, write the number of 2, and we used to write some 0.777 and like, and we write the number of 5, and we used to write 7024 like that. So then I understood, instead of remembering these numbers, why can't I make this in the advanced calculator? And you know what? When I made this logarithm in the calculator, it helped me in my exam. I forgot to take my logarithm book and I used my advanced scratch calculator in my exam and I wrote the test. So how these logarithms are useful? Let's read it. So these logarithms are written in such a way that let's say we have 100. So I'll ask what is the logarithm of 100? So then we need to multiply with 10 because the base of a logarithm, if there is no value there, then it is 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. So how many times I'm multiplying with 10? It is 2 times. So the base 10 logarithm of 100 is 2 because 10 is raised to the power of 2 is 100. So log 100 is 2. Here there is no number here. That means always take the base as 10. If we need some number, we will get logarithms like this. So here the log 8 base 2 is what? They'll ask us question. So the base with the base, I need to get the answer of 8. So how will I get 8 from the base 2? 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So like this 2, 2, 2. So there are 3 2s. So log 8 base 2 is answer is 3. So like this we will calculate the logarithms. The logarithm have many base values, either 2 or 5 or any other values. But still, in general, nowadays, many civil engineers or any engineers are using only base 10, which makes us easier to solve the problems. So then I checked some calculators also. It showed me only base 10 calculator. So then that I made it in my advanced calculator. So that is called a common logarithm. That is called a common logarithm, which is called as a base 10. So sometimes a logarithm is written without a base like this. It's called log 100. This usually means that the base is really 10. It is called a common logarithm. Engineers love to use it. On a calculator, it is the log button. Even I have mentioned only log. I don't mention base 10 because it is always mentioned. The log means the base is always 10. No need to worry. Is it 2 or 5? No worries. So it is how many times we need to use 10 in a multiplication to get a desired number. For example, if log of 1000. What's the log of 1000? So obviously base 10. So 10 times 10 times 10. So we get value is 1000. So I multiply 10 with 3 times. So the answer becomes 3. So log of 1000 is 3. Log of 100 is 2. Yeah. So now in the third stop, I'm going to do these math terms in my advanced calculator. I will use my previous Tinkerly Scratch simple calculator to solve this relational operator greater than symbol and less than symbol and this trigonometric values and the math. How to do that? So first let me go to the costumes. Okay, I have already did this greater than symbol and less than symbol. I'll do it again. So open a paint, go to the pen line symbol, open a paint, so open a new sprite and can go to the symbol. Let me close this. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Yes. So now I'm going to draw a line like this and this. And let me make it thicker. We make a brush thicker. Let's say 20 should be better. And to select it. Let me use a selector tool. Select this entire thing. And then let me change it to 20. Yeah, good, not bad. So now let me decrease the size here to 50. It should be short and sweet. Even smaller would be preferred. So let's say 40. So let me thicken even more. So now I will use this symbol at this particular point. So this becomes a lesser than symbol. Now I will flip this and then I'll use this as a lesser than symbol. How to do that? So first let me copy this and then let me add a new sprite, new paint, and then I'll just paste it. And then I'll flip horizontal. It flip. Let me change the color. Let me change some color to, yes, this seems good. Like, okay, stay here. Let me decrease the size to 40%. Yeah, it's good. So less than start, come back a little down. Okay, and here it should be over here. And then, so I have done a greater than symbol and lesser than symbol. First, let me code for these symbols. Go to the code and save first. So when flag is clicked, okay. So obviously when we start, everything becomes 0, 0, 0. Like set first number to 0, second number to 0, and result to 0. If I need to use the operators here. Go to the controls and get the if else condition, if else condition, and get the operators. I want the greater than operator. If first number is greater than the second number. So for that, I need to get the variables first number. If first number is greater than the second number, enter the first number. How to enter? Set result to. Set result to. Result to which number? The first number. It should show the result. Okay. If it is false, so let's say first number is smaller, then it has to set the result to the second number. So let me check if it's working or not. So I'm going to start. So I'm entering as 52 as the first number and second number 66. Okay, and I want which is the greatest, and I'll click on this. Okay, so instead of when flag is clicked, I have to put when the sprite is clicked, because I'm clicking on that greater than symbol to get the answer. So when the sprite is clicked. So now I'll click on this sprite. Yes. So 66 is the greatest one. So I'm getting the answer 66. Good. It is working. So for the less than symbol, the same thing. So when the sprite is clicked, a little bit different with the operator. The same thing, but a bit different with the operator. Take the if else loop, if else condition, and then go to the operators, and then use a lesser than operator and get the variables, the first number in the first oval and the second number in the second oval, and then put that condition here in if condition and set the result. Set the result to if first number is less than second number, set the result to first number, set the result to the first number. So set the result to the first number. And the same thing, just duplicate. When a duplicate set, result to the second number. Let's see which is going to be correct or not. I'm checking for the less than symbol. I'm clicking on the flag, clicking on star, enter the first number, let's say 33, enter the second number as 10. So my answer should be 10. Yes, working. The relation operator is working for me. It is displaying the correct answer. So let me add now the trigonometric functions. So again, I'm choosing the stripe, pink. I'm going to take a square. Let me fill that square. Some different random color. Let's say I want to use pink. Yeah. Okay. I think a lighter pink should be better to write a text. And now I'm going to decrease the size to 10. Yeah. This is enough. Nice. Let me decrease later. So now I'm going to take the text and write the text in black color. So first trigonometric function is sine. So let me decrease the size. The sign is taken on a less and on the place. So take the selector tool and select this rectangle and let me decrease the size enough. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It is good now. I can group this. I can group this so that it will not move, like sine and that design will be fixed. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just first copy this to use for the next cos function, and then I'll select both of these and copy and also group. And then I can move this together now. And I'll open a pane and paste it. And instead of sine, I'll change the name as cos, C-O-S, cos. This is also good. Let me put this aside. Yeah, a little down. Let me decrease a little bit. Yes, that's good. Next, let me also group it. Select the entire cos and the rectangle. Use the selector tool, selector, and then group. Next, again, another paint brush. So use the paint. I'll copy it and paste it. It's already copied. So instead of sine, I have to write tan now. T-A-N, tan. So now I have made 3 different functions. So again, I'll use the selector tool and select this and group it. Okay. I have made 3 different functions now. So let me decrease the size of the functions to 80. It should be better. Yeah, sine to 18. Now it's time to code. Yeah. Sine, cos, and tan. So what to code now? Go to the code. First, I'll do the coding for the sine. So for this, we need to calculate the angle. So I need to create a make a variable angle, a new variable called angle, A-N-G-L-E, angle. Okay. For all spreads, I'll use it because I'm going to use for cos and tan. I'll put for all spreads. Then, when this sprite is clicked, it will ask us, it will ask here, and not when start is clicked, ask, what is the number? What is the angle? Angle to be measured. Okay. What is the angle to be measured? Or enter the angle. Enter. We just enter. We are not asking. We are going to enter the angle to be measured. And then we'll get some answer, like say 30 or something. Okay. So that 30 will be placed in the place of the operator tool. So in the operators, we have, let me scroll down and show you. Yeah, here. Absolute of. So what this do? This shows us either a sine value or a cos value or a tan value. So we have 3 trigonometric functions over here. So what to do with those trigonometric functions? We need to do the answer. So we are going to set the result. So first I'm going to set the angle to the answer what I get. Okay, set the angle. So wherever the angle is set, that is the angle will be changing to that number. And then another variable, and I'll set the result. Set the result to, as this is sine value, I have to put sine here. Sine of the answer. That is the angle. Sine of the answer, that is the angle. The sine of 30. So now see what happens. Click on the flag and click on sine. So sine 30 I want. So it is 0.5. Yes, good. The answer is perfect. So same thing applied for our cos also. Let me scroll a little bit now. So what I'll do is I'll just drag this entire message and place it in the cos value. Yeah. So here in the cos, I got the same, but instead of sine, I have to change it to the cos. So I just copied the entire code blocks from the sine to the cos. So when this sprite is clicked, ask and enter the angle to be measured, and then they get the value of cos. And the same thing I'll do for the tan also. Tan, where are you, tan? Take this answer. Okay. Let's see if it will work or not. I'm not sure. Yes. It worked. Yes. So in the place of cos, I'll put tan here. Okay, let me check with the tan. Enter the angle. I want angle of 45. Yes, answer is 1. Perfect. So the next is the algebraic functions. Again, I need to paint them. So click on paint. First math term I explained is a square root. So I'll draw a square root. Okay, let me draw. Okay, let me take a bigger pen line, thicker line. Let's say 15 should be better, or 16, 17, 18, 20. Okay. An angle like this, and then an angle like this, and then an angle like this. Whereas I'll decrease its size, not an issue. There we go. It's perfect. Now let me decrease its size. Either I can decrease here, or I can decrease the size there. So let's go it here all the way over. Yes, the square root symbol is ready. And then I need to take a 10 power. 10 power. I can use 10 power. In the math term, I just explained logarithm. So let me use a logarithm. So for that, let me use a paint and use a square. And let me fill that square with a different color. Let's say green, a little yellow. A little lighter. And the outer border, let it be nice. This should be better. I'm going to draw a nice yes. So this gives us the value of logarithm. So I'll use a text as log. And I need to change the color of text to black. Okay, now I can log. L-O-G, log. Logarithm should be of a bigger size. Let me go to the selector tool and then just increase this value and select this and decrease here. Okay. This is how we can use the log values. This is the log button. I'll decrease the log button to around not 50, around 80. 80 is too big still. 60 should be better. Okay. Stop doing the program and let me arrange here in this way. Okay. So the algebraic functions are done, and now I will give the code for this algebraic functions. So what is the code? Again, when this sprite is clicked, I need to add another variable called number. Make a variable number. It will ask what number to be entered. Okay, instead of angle, this is a number. Okay, and say, go to this sensing blocks and say ask, enter the number. Enter enter the number. And then we will be setting that number to the result. Go to the variables and then set result to the answer what we give. So that number will be taken by the formula. Okay. So go to the sensing and get the answer. and set number to the answer, and then again set the result to the formula. The square root formula we have in the operators. In this operators we have a square root. Where is the square root? Square root at the top. Yeah, is QRT is a square root symbol. Square root of what is that square root of? Of the number, the variable, and that get the value of the number there. Okay, let me put number here. So it will be arranged me nicely. Okay, let me check. It's working or not. Let me see now. This is the advanced calculator. Advanced. Okay, let me start. I want the square root of. Let me check 625. Is it working or not? Yes, it worked. It showed me 25. It worked for me. Great. Then the same logarithm. So instead of it will enter the number, it will take the answer, and then shake, log, shake. Okay, it's not working. No, it's not. That's okay. When this slide is clicked, ask, yes. Enter the number, and then go to the variables and get set number 2 and another set result 2. So result 2. So from the sensing blocks, get the value of the answer to the number, assign it to the number, and from the operators, get the value. Where are you? Here, the last one. Get the value from here to the logarithmic value there. So in this operators, we have many other formulas which you can use and make in the advanced calculator. And set the result to the variables and get the number variable. Let me check the log value. Okay, enter the number. The log of, I want the log of 100. Let's check with 100. Yes, the log of 100 is 2. It's working. Hey, my advanced calculator is working. Now I can use in my exams. My log calculator is too good. Let me check one now, if it's working good or not. Let me go with tan. What is tan 30? What is tan 30? It's 0.57735, it seems. So nice. Let me check another square root. Let me check what is square root of 16. It's 4. Yes, it's working. Let's move on to the next and final. Oh, let me save this program. I don't want to leave it. I want to save now. There we go. The last and final step is the 4th stop in math test is find the logic using our simple calculator. So we are going to use a simple calculator, and then we are going to use the Tinkerly Scratch to make our math test. What my teacher is giving to me, I'm going to create my own math test. It's pretty easy to create. Okay, I don't want cat. I want a new member to ask me questions, so I'm using Giga. Hi Giga, welcome to my screen for my math test. I'm going to add a nice backdrop. I want to add a space. Okay, let's say space. So Giga is staying in the space, and he's going to answer question us. If we try to get the correct answers, 4 out of 4. The questions are 4 questions. If we get 4 out of 4, we can go into the space. Okay, Giga? Let's start. So go to the flag. So when flag is clicked, so in the costumes of Giga, there are costumes like he's smiling, and he's asking questions, and it's just tongue out, and he's sad. So if I tell the answer wrong, my Giga will put a sad face. If I tell the answer right, he'll put a smiley face. And if at all he's asking questions, he'll be putting a face like this. So for that, I should use the looks costume. Switch costume to Giga B. So when flag is clicked, switch costume to Giga B, and then he has to ask me the questions. How he will ask me. For that, we have a sensing block which asks us the questions. So before that, we need a variables. What are the variables we required? We require variables like score, the first number, second number. For the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, in the calculator program, I explained the first, second, third, final numbers, right? Like first and second numbers and the score. So we will be using those variables now. Go to the operator, go to the variables and make a variable score. Okay, make a variable first number, or you can just put fn, and make a variable second number. And then I'm also making a result variable, but I'll not show that variable. I should not see the answers. Whoever is taking my test should not see the answers. But still, I need to take the result variable to calculate the answer and to say is it correct or wrong. Okay, result hide. First number show. Okay, first number and score should be in the center. I want the first number should be here and the second number be at this edge. Okay. So set score to 0, set first number to 0, and set second number to 0. Set first number, set score to 0, first number to 0, and second number to 0. I have set all these numbers to 0. But I'm not going to set the 0 because Giga has to think his own numbers and ask me. Okay, so when he can think, I have to give him numbers. So I can't give each and every number, ask 1 this time, 2 this time, 3 this time. Instead of that, I'll ask Giga, go and select randomly from any 1 to 10. So in the operators tool, operators code block, we have a pick random. I'm using that pick random. Okay, Giga, you can also select a second number from 1 to 10 wherever you want. Or else I can also change the numbers here, either from 100 to 200 or bigger numbers or smaller numbers. I can change that. But for now, I'll just use this 1 to 10. And then in the place of set first number, second number, and set result. Set result to, here comes the addition operator. So first I'm going to ask the additions. So set result to the first addition and go to the variables and get this first number and the second number. First number and the second number. So what happens, the result will be calculated. Now comes the main thing. First, he will be asking us a question. How he will ask? See carefully. Ask. It's a big sentence with joining two different numbers. So I'm going to use a different tool. Join apple banana. So how this works? In the last class I explained bar B. Bar B is beautiful. So I have given two different words in two different vowels. So if I click on this, it becomes the same single sentence. Barbie is beautiful. Okay. So I need to give a space in front of is so that we'll get some space. So now see, Barbie is beautiful. The entire sentence. So this join command helps us to join two or more words like a sentence. So how the Giga is going to ask us questions with the help of this join commands. So I'm going to use three join commands, one after the other, to ask the question. See how I'll ask the question. Join the first number because Giga is going to get the numbers randomly. So enter the first number. So what is? He'll ask what is space first number plus in the second join plus the second number. So he has like this. This entire join I'll put in this ask. Ask what is first number and second number. Then the answer will be detected by him, but I'm not going to show the answer because we need to answer it. If. Now comes the if condition. If else condition. If this is correct, if answer is correct, what happens? Go to the operators and use the equal to operator. Okay, and then say, take this and saying if answer is equal to result. So whatever result we get and whatever answer I typed there is same. Then go to the variables and say change score by 1. So I get a point. Okay, I get a point. And then he'll put a smiley face. And he will also say good. So first let me put a smiley face, which costume to Giga A because he's smiling at that point. and say correct. Answer is correct. If at all, if I say the answer wrong, so I'm just duplicating these two blocks and put it here, but he will put a sad face like Giga D, and he'll say that answer is wrong. Let me check with this first. Then I can broadcast a new message, go to the controls, go to the events and get the broadcast message, new message, broadcast new message, and say subtraction. So addition is done, go to the subtraction. Next question. Okay, first let me check here. So he's already asking what is 1 plus 8. 1 plus 8 is 9 and entering. And oh, did he change his face? I don't get my score. Let me check again. Let me do the program. 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, it's correct. It's working. He said correct and I got a score as 1. It's working. Let me save this program as math test. Math test. M-A-T-H, math, T-E-S-T test. And save now. So now the next thing is pretty easy. Pretty easy. So when I receive subtraction, so here in the place when I receive subtraction, what I need to do is just duplicate all this commands from this part, from Giga, we copy, just duplicate and place it here. Scroll a little bit down and just add this here. But the score should not be changing to 0 for the next person. So just delete that particular block. And then instead of addition, the operator should be subtracted. And here in the place of plus, it should be showing minus. And go to the operators and then get the minus operator. Okay. Here, good. And here I need to get a minus operator. So the first number goes into the minus subtraction. Second number subtraction. Just delete this. Put it over here. Okay. So it will answer the question. Instead of subtraction, I'll do division now. New message, division. Division. Okay. Okay. Then when I receive division, just go and duplicate the above one. Just right click, duplicate and paste it here. Scroll a little down and place this one over here. Scroll a little bit. And in the place of minus, just put a division symbol like this. And here in the operators, get the division operator and put the first number over there, the second number over there. So here I need to explain something. So in my math test, my teacher told me to round off the answer. What is called round off? I'll show you now. So in the operators, I have a round off option. So let's say I got a value of, let's say 2.3. So rounding off 2.3 get me a value of 2. So whenever I get, let's say it asks me a question like what is 1 divided by 2? It asks me, like Giga can ask me, then the answer is 0.5. But I have to put 1 over there. So if I put 0.5, it says wrong because I'm rounding off the values. So 0.5 means from 0.5 to 0.10, 0.9, we should get the higher value. So from 2.1 to 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, until that, I should take a 2 as a value. From 2.5 to 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and you have to write a higher value. The lower comes from under 2.4, from 2.5 to 2.9, it gives the 3 value. Okay, how this works? Let me show. If answer is equal to round off the result, then if the answer is equal to round off the result, then it will show as or no. See now after division, multiplication, and new message, multiplication. Okay, there ends our math test with the 4 questions. So again, go to the events and get when I receive math test, like multiplication or practice, multiplication, just go up and duplicate this part, place it here, and then let me scroll it a little bit down and change the operator from division to the multiplication. Here is there, and that is over here. The first number goes here, the second number goes over here, and just delete this. Place this here in the results, and instead of division, it last me multiply. So and at last, no more broadcast. It is done. Let me check. So the entire code is done, like 4 code blocks, set of code blocks giving instructions. Click on the flag. Okay, what is 3 plus 4? Is 7. Correct, good, 1 mark. 8 minus 7. Oh, what is 8 minus 7? Let me use my calculator. I have my calculator here. Start. The 8 is the first number and 7 is the second number, and I have to do the subtraction. So 8 minus 7 is 1. So 8 minus 7 is 1. Correct. I got the right answer. Next. 8 divided by 6. Let me check. Start. First 8 is the first number, 6 is the next number, and division. So 1.33. So I need to round it off. I should just give 1. It is less than 0.5. So answer is 1. Correct. I got 3 as my score. Last question. 9 times 4. I know the answer is 36, but still I would like to use the calculator to confirm my answer and multiply it. Statistics. 6 statistics. Yes. Yay! I can come to the space. Giga allows me because I got score 4 out of 4. Perfect. So this is how we will be doing the logic behind the calculator, advanced calculator, and the math test. So today I have explained the relational operators, the greater than less than symbols, greater than or equal to or less than or equal to and not equal to symbols and relation operators. We require 2 numbers to do the relation, and then the main important math terms we explain, like logarithms, square roots, and trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tan. Very important thing we learned today. And then the advanced calculator with the greater than symbol, less than symbol, and trigonometric functions, and the algebraic equations. And then the last and final, I explained the math test with 4 different arithmetic equations. And I won in the math test. I got 4 out of 4 by using my simple calculator. And that's it for today. So if any queries, please contact Tinkerly. Tinkerly is welcoming you all for any questions to be asked. So our contact ID is mail ID contact@tinker.ly, and this is our link to contact us. Please note it down. Thank you. This is Barbie signing off for today. Stay tuned for many videos. Keep watching my Tinkerly's YouTube channel.
Hello. I am back again. Thanks for watching Tinkerly TV. Subscribe us. Contact to below side for more details and queries. Hello. I am back again. Thanks for watching Tinkerly TV. Subscribe us. Contact to below side for more details and queries. Hello. I am back again. Thanks for watching Tinkerly TV. Subscribe us. Contact to below side for more details and queries.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Stay tuned.